vlog, and today I am back with another video. Today was gonna be a story time. Okay, yeah, today is gonna be a story time. And if you guys watched my high school senior year series, the athletics video, I said that I would be coming back again to do a story time about cheerleading season. So this is gonna be a story about my senior year experience and the time a girl tried to bully me during high school cheerleading my senior year, which is like the absolute worst time to, like, for me, in my opinion, like, to start some stuff. Because look, you're supposed to be on your grown people stuff, getting ready to go to college, you know what I'm saying? Like, time to grow up, right? Maybe not. So I don't know, let's make her up a name. We're gonna call her Lily. I associate it with her real name, and I will not be mentioning her real name. Lord, don't let me mention this girl real name, because I'm really not trying to throw no shade at anybody or make anybody feel bad, but this is just my story, and this is kind of what just happened to me my senior year of high school. So okay, let's get into the story now. Senior year was quite of a bit of a different year for me and, like, I guess the rest of the seniors in my school, because long story short, my school's program, like, we had an IB program, International Baccalaureate program, at our school. Like, our physical program, we were at a different school. Our whole school's program moved to a different school, and people were kind of like, we took over that school, but our program took it over. So a lot of tension between the seniors and, I mean, really everybody, because it was like, it did feel as if, like, we were kind of in their territory, or that's what they thought anyway. But so, I mean, this girl Lily, she basically, like, she was in my ATO group, which ATO groups are like kind of like an advisory, like a homeroom, and she was in my ATO group. And, like, she was fine. Like, when I first met her, I was like, oh, she's cool. Like, you know, no, we shouldn't have any issues. Like, she was very respectful and nice to me. So, fast forward to cheerleading season, which is around late October, early November is when cheerleading season started at our school anyway. So, like, I remember the first practice that we went to. Like, we went over across the street. Like, we had 2 gyms in our school, and, like, our gym had a balcony, and we had the cafeteria, but none of those spaces were available for the cheerleaders. So we went to the school across the street, which was like an elementary school, and we used their gym for the first day of tryout / practice. So we were learning the cheer and the chant that we were going to be trying out. And that day, like, it was just like, you know how you just feel tension? Like, you just feel like something's not right. That's what I was, like, kind of feeling like. Like, I felt like she was, like, giving me dirty looks, and I'm just like, what did I do to you again? Like, I thought we were, like, fine. Like, we were cool. And, like, this is when I know, like, she was about to try to pull that bullying card the first time. Like, she was like, let me see you do a toe touch. Let me see your toe touch. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, what is wrong with this girl? Like, is she trying to, like, challenge me or something? Like, I'm, like, really, to be honest, I'm really a laid-back, chill person until, like, you come for me. So I'm just, like, still chilling. Like, I was like, okay, whatever. Do my toe touch, whatever. Like, are you happy? So basically, she just kept giving me stank looks and everything, and, like, I was really cordial about the situation. Like, I continued to, like, smile, you know, and be cool. So then, like, you know, it's high school, so of course you hear other people talking, like, yeah, she don't like her and blah blah blah. So, like, I picked up the vibe already. And I was just like, why don't she like me? I've never said anything foul to her, never gave her any type of looks. Like, why don't she like me? I don't know. So, like, my cheerleading coach had came to me and she was like, I want you to do something. The superintendent of our school district was going to be coming to our school, and like our like drum pep band or whatever, like drum line at our school was going to be playing, and she gave me the beat that they were going to be doing, and she's like, I want you to make up a dance to it. So I was like, okay, I'm down. So I was in the hallway like making up a dance with a couple of my other friends, and I guess somebody was like, IKEA's out in the hallway making up a dance for the cheerleaders. And one of my friends was actually in the room, and she came out because she got mad or whatever, and she was like, she's in there talking about you. She's like, IKEA can't dance, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, Lily, really? What is your problem with me? Like, I've never done anything to you. First of all, you've never seen me dance. Like, you act like we have a history. Like, it was literally like some really hating type stuff, and I'm just like really trying to figure out like what's going on here. Like, why don't she like me? What I do to her? Like, really? So like we get past that, and I'm actually at practice like the next day. It took me like a day to make it up, and then a day to get it approved from my coach, because she has to approve everything, which is fine because she's the coach and that's how it should be. So my coach approved the dance, and I was teaching it the next day at practice. So I got in front of all JV and varsity, and I was teaching the dance to them, like, okay, these are the 8 counts that we're gonna do. And like, she just had everything negative to say, and like, of course, because I knew she was talking about me, like I was really listening in on what she had to say. Like, and I don't know why I even let her even start getting to me, but Lily was just talking all kinds of mess. Like, she was like, this don't feel right, why you gotta do it like that? And she just had a negative thing to say about everything that I did. So I'm sitting here like getting really ticked off. Like, you know, first of all, like, it's hard to get in front of a group of people and teach something, especially like when you know there's tension between you and someone else that is on the team. And so like I was already a little intimidated. Like, I was just like it's already intimidating to get up in front of everybody and teach this move, and then like it doesn't help when somebody else is sitting here trash talking you the whole time. So like I felt really some type of way, and like other girls were starting to feed off her vibe. Like, by any means was she not good at what she did. Like, she was a good cheerleader, that was beside the point, but her attitude and everything, and people would like vibe off of Lily, and I'm just like, so like when she starts saying stuff didn't feel right, like the moves didn't look right or something, some other girls was like, yeah, it should be like this instead, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, coach told me to make up the dance, not you, honey. So you're gonna do the dance how I said it's gonna be done. Like, end of story. Like, that was my attitude. Like, and like I was really letting her get under my skin, and like I'm telling you guys, like I stormed out that day, like out of the room, and my coach like kind of came after me. She's like, what's going on? And I explained to her, I'm saying, I'm tired of Lily's mess, okay? Like, I was really like talking to my coach about quitting the team, because like I'm not gonna deal with this. This is my senior year. We're supposed to be having fun, like cheerleading the last year of high school, and I knew that like cheerleading is not something that I was ever gonna continue after high school. And so I'm just like, this is my last year cheering, and I want to make it a good experience. And like, she's making it so hard for me to have a good experience with cheerleading. And so like literally my coach was like, don't ever let anybody kick you out of what you're good at. Don't let anybody manipulate you and try to get you to like leave the team. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stick it out, because one, I'm not a quitter, but literally like every practice there was tension between me and her. Like, I was like, Lily, what's your problem with me? Like, and like I should have asked. I really should have asked. But me, I was just being really chill. Like, I was just like trying to get an understanding. I'm like, maybe she's just like that. Like, maybe she just wants to be in charge. You know, I don't really know what her issue is, but I'm just gonna let her do what she does. But like, it really did start getting to me. Like, and it would not only be in cheer practices, it would translate to like during school. Like when she seen me, like she would look at me crazy, and I'm just like, okay, Lily, whatever. And like at the time, like every end of the day, every time practice was over, like I literally dreaded going to practice, because I'm like, okay, she's getting ready to say a whole bunch of stuff about me. She's getting ready to give me dirty looks. Like, seriously, like I don't even know what to do anymore. And so like I would literally like be so upset every time I got out of practice. Like I would usually my boyfriend would call me and make sure like that I was in my car after school, like after practice was over, and like I would literally just vent. Like, she did it again, like she was being mean to me, and he was like, forget her, like it's okay. And like I literally, like everybody kept saying like forget her. Like I talked to my best friend about it, and she was like, she's just jealous of you because clearly you haven't done anything to her. She's intimidated by you, so she feels like she has to like bully you or whatever to try to like make herself feel important or whatever it was. She had a lot of insecurities, and Lily was really getting under my skin though, like seriously. So I basically, like one day, our coach was missing from a game. Like our assistant coach was there and our main coach couldn't be there. So like Lily decided to get her little group of friends that were on the varsity squad, and we all had like our positions where we supposed to stand, and our coach clearly said, I don't want any drama. Do whatever you guys would do if I was here, you know, stand in your spots that I assigned you. So I'm in the front row, and Lily basically tells her, my squad is like she tells me, like in general, like she was saying it to the whole squad, my squad is standing in the front row today, like blah blah blah. So they literally, all five of them stood in the front row, and I'm just like standing in my position like I'm not about to move, because clearly my coach told me, you know, don't feed into this, blah blah blah, you guys do what you're supposed to do. So they really didn't move. So like I got really frustrated, and I went to my assistant coach. I'm like, they're starting stuff already and I'm not about to deal with it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stand in my spot, so you might want to tell them to align in their places, because I'm not doing it today. And our assistant coach was like, get in your place. Like she snapped, and oh no, our coach was like sensed the tension, and like our cheers were not really working that game. Like everybody was having confusions, like everybody felt the tension that was going on. So our assistant coach sat us down, and I was like, basically, like, it was during halftime she sat us down. And so after halftime, Lily literally got up and asked the assistant coach, if we can get it together, if we can get along, can we get back up and cheer? I'm like, this girl is putting on a show. Lily putting on a show. So like, I'm like, okay. I texted my coach and I was like, hey, I'm done with the team. Like, I'm really not dealing with this, guys. But you guys have to understand, it wasn't me being dramatic or anything. It's like when somebody constantly picks at you, like, you don't want to deal with it. And, you know, it's easy to be like, don't let somebody push you out of, you know, what you want to do. But at the same time, it was like, it's my senior year. I don't want to be sad, and I don't want to be uncomfortable doing cheerleading. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years, and like, literally, my last year I can't even have a good experience. So literally, I was just like, it's whatever. I told my coach I'm not coming back. Like, she was like, no, you're gonna come back. We're gonna have a meeting as soon as I get back. So the next practice, she like went off, and she was like, who said this, who said that, and literally nobody wanted to like talk. I'm like, okay, everybody, like literally I was the only one talking, like, here's my problem, blah blah blah. Nobody else had anything to say. So my coach literally just called her out. Lily, what is your problem with IKEA? Like, tell me now. She's like, well, I heard that she wanted to fight me. Like, what? I wanted to fight. Girl, let me tell y'all, like, my face was tore up. Like, I was cracking up. Like, did you really just sit here and lie and said somebody said that I wanted to fight you? And if somebody did say that I wanted to fight you, why didn't you come to me and say, honey, do you want to fight me? Like, knowing that I hadn't said anything foul to her, like anything like negative about her, like, I'm just like, where did this come from, honey? You just wanted to start some drama with me. And that it was very evident that day that Lily just was jealous of me and wanted to start drama with me, and that's just is what it is. Like, there's no other way to explain that. Like, Lily wanted some attention, I guess. Like, I don't know a better way to say it. Lily wanted something that I had, and I don't even know what it is, you know. But after that day, things were still tense, but like the rest of the season, like, we just didn't have any communication. She stopped making faces, and like by the end of the year, she would start saying little jokes and stuff to me, and I'm just like, something was clearly wrong with Lily. And you know, I hope that she got all that out, like, but that is like the reason that I did not have a good cheerleading experience my senior year, guys. And like, I let this girl like really get to me. Like, I would go home sad. I would talk to my mom about it. Like, I would talk to my boyfriend about it. Like, I would just be like, you know, I'm so over it. Like, I'm tired of people bullying me. like But at the end of the day, everything, you know, happens for a reason.